What's up, you all in the Ask Requested? Miss Whitney Houston, the GOAT, the greatest love of all. Love will find a way. 85. Let's get right on into it.
Miss Whitney Houston.
Come on with it. That's the one. Had her first album come out? I believe I know Greatest Love of All was a single, right? But I don't know if the album had come out at this point.
The children are our future.
Well,
Teach them well and let them lead the way. Let's show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. Let's make it easy.
come on.
Children's laughter.
The marination of it all, the finesse.
Remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. Why do people need someone to look up to? I've never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be.
Those
And so
beautiful
I
tones.
learned to depend only on me. I decided long ago
Come on.
never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail,
Love that transition there.
if
And the
I
fail.
succeed, at least I'm living on. No matter what they take from me.
Come on. The distortion.
Take away my dignity. Because the greatest,
Come on.
the greatest love of all, it's happened to me. Can't you see? I
That head voice, doggone it.
The greatest love of all
That transition there. Come on, musical transition. I think that was the slowest rendition of Greatest Love of All. I know she slows it, but that was really slow. Do I know this song? I think I know this song.
Are you feeling down and lonely? Feeling like you just can't go on? Just believe that love will find a way.
That's familiar.
Tell me, are you going through any changes? Time seems like it's passing you by.
Come on, bass. He kill it.
I see the tears you cry. I see the pain that's in your eyes. So many times, oh, you were slow.
Come on.
And no one seemed to care. But if you hope for your tomorrows, I'm drowning in your sorrow. Though your heart will show you the way.
Come on.
Are you trying to find a beginning? Something just to hold on to. Oh, just believe that love will find a way. Do you believe? Is it hard, this life you're living? It's hard. Does your life seem so unkind? Oh, just believe that love will find a way. Do you believe some say we lost our way?
This is not my favorite song, though. I'll be honest. But she tearing it up. You better go. I love these trans. Oh my. Fix the mic. Somebody. Ooh, this is not my favorite song at all. Come on. The ease. Come on.
You're welcome. If there's anything that you hear that makes you want to clap your
The
hands,
backing singers aren't quite blended perfectly either.
if there's a song that makes you want to sing along, I don't mind that either.
Like the time is off back there.
There may be some songs that will sound familiar to you, and the only way
Okay.
the unfamiliar songs will sound unfamiliar is if you don't have my album.
She shaded the heck out of me. It didn't sound familiar to me either, so that hurts. That hurts.
You give me some of you, and I'll give you all of me.
Come on, talk your stuff. When you can sing, you can get away with stuff. Like, you know, when you got it. Come on. The ease, the clarity, the range. Say. Her head voice is legendary. It's everything. Her head voice, the ease, the clarity, the power of that thing. The audio quality of this video is not the best. Quite a few things aren't the best, to be honest. I personally don't care much for the second song. The background singer, certain harmonies weren't it. And it's just and I felt that the first song, The Greatest Love of All, it's been slowed down and I have no problem with it, but this was a little kind of too slow, you know what I mean? And I know Sissy in certain performances, she'd be guiding the band and hurrying them up to get with Whitney. I think Sissy could have been useful in this situation. Getting them people, whipping them people in the back into shape. But nonetheless, Whitney Houston's voice and the drummer was killing too. I'd say the band was good, but the Whitney and the band, they were good. They were killing it. The bass player too, particularly on that second song, was fire. He was yeah, he was killing. And just Whitney's voice, I feel like that song was too small for Whitney's voice. Particularly the second one. Way too small for her voice. She was killing it as it progressed. The ease of her range, especially from the start, just the ease at which she just belts those notes out, and the transitions that she did were just heavenly, just creamy, velvety, smooth throughout. But those high belts were just phrasing up there effortlessly, walking across the stage, making the blank face, just belting those high chest full sounds crystal clear, like it's nothing, like it is nothing. And it's just the dynamics are crazy, the power is crazy, the clarity, obviously all these things, the tone, for me there's no other tone like it. It's just her range and her dynamics are crazy easy. I just wish that the song and some of the background singers were up to her level, and the audio quality too, for that matter, wasn't great. But anyway, I know this is very early on, and come 90s or even a few years after this, the performances and the everything was just top notch to match her voice. But I know this was the very start, the very beginning. But Whitney herself over delivered as usual, and she threw some mad shade. I take that personal because I do not recognize the second song. So but when you sing like that, when you Whitney Houston, what can? I'm just gonna have to do better. Thank you all for liking, subscribing. Please continue to perform your favorites.